What it do, Tasiki Waist Trainer? It's me, Keisha, aka Color Me Pynk, and I'm here with this week's All Tea All Shade Baddies East Season 4, Episode 4 review. All right, you guys. So in the episode, we see Tasiki throwing water bottles and whatever she can get her hand on at Natalie. One of them actually lands and hits her, but Natalie was like, I think she was saying like, that didn't hurt, or that didn't do anything, or something like that. Meanwhile, Natalie is on the other side of the counter in the kitchen while security is holding back Tasiki. And Krishan like, Natalie, you just gonna stay behind the counter? Like, what's going on? Like, you got all this mouth, but you ain't coming from outside of that counter. Because we all know she did not want to get dog walked. She done got beat up enough on this show. Natalie was not trying to see Tasiki in them hands, child. I would have stayed behind that counter too. I would have gotten the refrigerator. I would have gotten the freezer. You ain't got to worry about me, young lady. So Natalie tells Krishan to take accountability for getting her involved in they mess. And I was like, but you're older than her and you know better. So regardless of the fact, you shouldn't even gotten involved in their family situation, because they gonna fall in and out with each other regardless. You're her boss. Why are you getting involved in her family dynamics? That didn't have nothing to do with you in the first place. You did it because you wanted to. So I can't even honestly fault Krishan for that, because Natalie, you know better. So make it make sense. So Tasiki and Natalie called Krishan a B. Now I want to see if that same energy is going to be held up at the reunion. I wonder if I was Krishan, honestly, with her just having a brand new baby and then to go on the reunion fighting, it's not a good look. I don't feel like you need to be a part of Baddies anymore, because it's not a good look. Especially with the type of baby daddy that you got, to try to use that against you and say, look, she's still out here fighting this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? I just wouldn't do it. Now, we all know you ain't no punk, you ain't scary, but I wouldn't even go to the reunion unless it was a clause in my contract that say I cannot be hit. You know what I'm saying? So, and you know that they allow the girls to pick and choose if they're going to fight or not. So I don't think that she should be fighting anymore. I think this should be her last season on the show, period. I told you guys last week that Krishan already announced that she has her own spinoff reality show that's going to be on Zeus. She's filming it right now. So do that. Do that show. If you got another year contract with Blueface, finish that out and just move on at this point. So Tasiki, Smiley, Camila, Anna, Krishan, Sky, and Saya go to the other house because, Tasiki and Krishan cannot be in the same house as Natalie. Now, this house they call George Washington because it looked like an old colonial style type of house or whatever, but the decor was way better than the decor at the other house. But the girls was kind of spooked out to be there. So they on their way to the club that night, and Tasiki on live telling these girls that don't like Krishan to pull up. She was like, where AJ, where da-da-da-da-da. And Krishan was like, why are you asking for AJ and them to come out when you know they don't like me? And Tasiki was like, I didn't say that. I said at and whoever. I said A or whatever. And so Zeus, of course, runs it back, and she, of course, did say AJ. So at this point, she up here saying that Krishan acting weird and she just trying to start stuff, when in all actuality, Krishan was right. And Krishan was like, Camila, ain't that what she just said? And Camila was like, yeah, that's what she said. And Tasiki was like, you can ask whoever to co-sign what you saying. I told you what I said. I didn't say that. And she did. And so before this episode aired, everybody was jumping on Krishan's case saying, I can't believe she got her sister jumped, this, that, and the third, or whatever. Even though I do think that getting her sister, I won't even say getting her sister jumped, because that wasn't even how the situation went down. So I'm not going to even blame her for that, because if you listen to what everybody said and everybody accounts of what happened that night, it wasn't a situation where Krishan told her friends to jump her sister. But now I'm looking at it in the context of, okay, you were on my reality show, drunk, acting a fool, getting on my nerves. It's obvious they already have beef. They got an underlying, animosity towards each other, which we found out this week on Krishan's social media, that she revealed that when she was younger, her sister touched her inappropriately, trying to play house and stuff like that. Now, we've also heard these claims from Tasiki's own son. So, with the household that they grew up in, it's not excusing the behavior, but it seems like something she probably learned from somebody else in their household. You know what I'm saying? But Chrisean obviously feels some type of way about that, and that's why she does not feel comfortable or like her sister, okay? So you on my reality show, you get drunk, you try to fight me on there, okay? Then you try out to be on the show that I'm on. It's like, can I have something for myself? This is how I'm thinking that Chrisean feels. Then we get on this show, you get on this show, and you saying how you gonna stick up for me, you gonna have my back, you gonna handle my light work. And then when you get here, you like, nah, I'm not no bully. I'm not going to do that. Now, I'm 100% with Tasiki I'm not going to fight these girls because it's obvious they don't want no smoke and they scary and they little and it would just be me bullying them. I get that 100%. But for Chrisean, it's looking like, okay, I get you on the show. And then first thing I see, you hanging around the people that don't like me. So it's like, what is that about? Like, huh? How you riding on the bus with the same people that you have been saying you was going to handle for me this whole time? You know what I'm saying? So I could understand Chrisean already looking at her sideways, like, what you on? You know what I'm saying? So she let it go with her not, attacking the girls. She let that go. Then we get on the bus that night to go to the club, and you on live telling girls that don't like me to pull up to the club. So I'm really looking at you sideways, like, what are you doing? Like, what type of time are you on? Like, huh? And then you sitting up here denying that you said it, trying to play mind games and trying to play me like I'm stupid. Like, we not about to do that. No. So I get where Chrisean is coming from in this instant, because Tasiki is being messy and she's playing this game. It's just like, we not about to do that. So, Tasiki didn't get mad. They started going back and forth arguing, and she threatened to beat Chrisean up and saying, I'm doing you a favor by not hitting you because I'm trying to protect your baby. Like, it's only going to be but so many times you're going to threaten to fight me, especially when I'm pregnant. And you've already tried to hit me once, and we in front of these cameras and these girls, and it's probably obvious to me that Tasiki had already been drinking. But you're not going to continue to tell me you going to beat me up, especially when I'm pregnant. Like, okay, all right, girl. So Chrisean tries to get off the van to go inside the club, but as soon as she does, somebody from the crowd throws an egg at her. And mind you, they was throwing several eggs at her or whatever. She didn't know what was going on, why they were throwing eggs at her. It was craziness, mayhem. So security is able to secure the area enough for the girls to get off the van and go inside the club. They go inside the club and they start performing and everything. Natalie goes inside like last. She gets inside and sits down in like the VIP area and says that she sees Chrisean's friends and family in the crowd. And so she feel like she being set up. Girl, you said you would buy and sell these folks. You talked all that cash money-ish, but now when you get in the club, you on some scary type stuff. Like, Natalie, you want to pick and choose when you want to be the big bad wolf. You want to pick and choose when you want to be Vin Diesel. You want to pick and choose when you want to be The Rock. You want to pick and choose when you want to be Stone Cold Steve Austin. Like, you want to pick and choose when you want to be the ninth wonder of the world, China. Like, girl, stop trying to act like you so big and bad when you know it's certain people that you don't want no smoke with. So stop talking all of that crap. Stop talking all that crap. So at this point, she talking about some, put the cameras down. I guess because if anything popped off, she didn't want it on camera. She leaves out the club and screaming to the producers, talking about what she say, if y'all want to make this the Krishan show, make it the Krishan show. I can have this whole the F lit up. And it's like, it's so obvious that you have animosity towards Krishan because she was the breakout star of your show. The fans do like her, and you feel like she garners, I guess, attention that she shouldn't have on your show. Well, you should have then not brought her back twice. So that's your fault. You know what I'm saying? So after that, the girls end up leaving the club because it was weird energy. Natalie wanted to go. She was scared. They get on a Sprinter van. And we're told that while on the Sprinter and the cameras were down for a second, Tasiki got jumped by Krishan friends Marsh and Janet, which we've seen on Blueface and Krishan. So next thing we know, we see Tasiki hanging out the van door with her hair all over her head, looking like Ozzy Osbourne, screaming and stuff with that tinsel in her hair. And I'm like, what is going on? So Tasiki, it says in her confessional, and this is out of her own mouth, I get on the Sprinter, stand on the seat, and Marsh, this ugly AB, decided to say, get down from there, Tifa. That was MFing, meet me for appetizer, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and that's what the F I did. Krishan, for her to say, beat this BA, knowing who the F I am, that ish devastated me so effing bad. Okay, so you were standing on the seat. Her friend told you to get down, and you decided that means y'all need to fight. So, you started to fight. Y'all had a fight one-on-one. I don't know how the other girl got involved. Well, I do know how the other girl got involved. But nowhere in that did Krishan tell her to fight you or you to fight her or for them to jump you. You started it because you didn't want her friend saying nothing to you. So just say that. So then we see the Krishan friend Janet hop off the bus. Janet in her confessional says, everything just happened so fast, honestly. Krishan confronted her sister asking, why are you acting this weird? Latifah getting in Krishan's face, you effing with Krishan, we about to pack you out because why are you acting like that and she's pregnant? Now, both sides of the story show that Latifah Tasiki teriyaki chicken was the aggressor in the situation, whether it be with the friend Marsha or whether it be with Krishan. Because once again, why are you getting in her face? Why? Why do you keep on doing it? And that's weird when you know right now she can defend herself, but she shouldn't be defending herself if you decide to hit her again. So as her friends, yeah, I'm going to tell you to bag back. Like you need to chill. Like, what are you doing? So they decided to jump her. Now, during the fight, I guess Krishan said, whoop her A, or yeah, y'all get her or something like that. Okay, she made that comment, but at the end of the day, she didn't tell them to jump you. For me, it comes across to me like Queen Latifah was the aggressor in the situation, and hey, you got that work at the end of the day. You was moving funny, you being funny, you doing weird stuff, so hey, it is what it is. And then looking at their relationship period with the alleged, touching on me and stuff, y'all got to look at it from that perspective and not just no show stuff. It's deep rooted pain, trauma, hurt, anger, hate, all of that stuff going on there between these sisters. And it's obvious based on their other older sister that Krishan has a great relationship. Even she be kind of acting like, get away from me when it comes to Tasiki, like, ugh, you know what I'm saying? So, and then with your own child saying that you touched on them, that's all I need to hear, Bernie. So, after that, we see Krishan standing in the doorway of the van, and Tasiki throw a bottle of water at her and tries to hit her, but she can't get to her because of security. So once again, you trying to hit your sister who's pregnant. Okay. So we then see Rock get on another van, and she on the phone with somebody and says this, Tasiki tried to spit on her. Disgusting, by the way. Gross. So Tasiki, in her confessional, she says that she wasn't going to hit Krishan because she's pregnant, but she was going to beat up everybody around her. You literally just threw a water bottle at her head and tried to hit her. But okay, girl. So Krishan then accused, like I said, Tasiki of trying to touch on her. We already talked about that. The next day, Krishan, Janet, and Marsh are at the hotel. They didn't stay with the other girls. And Krishan says she's been moving, that Tasiki been moving like an op, so I'm going to treat her like an op, period. Her friends don't like how she keep threatening her. And I wouldn't either. Would I immediately go to fight one of my best friend's sister? No. But I would be like, hey, you need to chill out. Like, I'm not going to let you hit her. Like, I know that's family stuff, but I'm not going to let you physically harm this girl while she's pregnant. If that leads to us fighting, then oh well. But that's craziness to me. So Smiley and Rolly talk. And Rolly says that she likes Smiley, but there's something off about this chick. And she just hasn't been able to put her finger on it yet. I mean, it's obvious for anybody to be as thirsty as she was to follow y'all around, going to all of these different events and to get Natalie's name tattooed, pretend that she got it tattooed, used a marker to get it tattooed, or a pen. Like, I don't know what the girl did, but it's weird and it's just way too thirsty for me. So I'm with you, Rolly. Tasiki and Mariah talk. They take a little walk, and it was refreshing to see them have the girls walk down the street. The one thing that I want for Zeus to do, Lemmy, listen to me when it comes to this. Stop having these girls have prompted conversations where you tell them, okay, y'all gonna go and take a walk, or y'all gonna go sit outside, and you gonna say, girl, look, how you feel about what happened last night? Let it be organic. Let it be organic. Y'all got these camera crews. How about we actually see what goes on in the house, where you just have camera crews on the girls and see how they naturally feel, how things naturally flow. Yes, they need to have confessionals, but let it just flow. Let us see what happens when the girls come home from the club and they drunk. Let us see what happens in the morning when they eating breakfast. Like, we want to see that stuff. We don't want to see these forced conversations. That need to stop. But anywho, so like I said, they take a walk, and Tasiki tells Mariah that Krishan got her set up to get jumped. So Tasiki was like, what is the reason you want me to rumble with everyone and I don't even know what the F is going on? Talking about the fact that Krishan told her she had beef with Anna and Wo Vicky and Natalie. But you're lying, because you knew what was going on. Y'all had been talking about it before y'all even filmed. Y'all was all on live, you, Krishan, and Rolly, and you was talking about how you was going to handle her work and tell me what happened, this, that, and the third. Like, you was all ready, set, go. You know what I'm saying? So don't sit up there and act like now you don't know what happened or what she was talking about. You should have never said you was going to do it in the first place. You know what I'm saying? But don't try to act stupid. And then even with the Natalie situation, you wanted to fight Natalie because of what happened between y'all at the auditions. What happened between Natalie and your sister was just an added caveat for you. So don't try to act like you just so innocent in this situation and try to twist everything around like Krishan just starting stuff for the fun of it. So Mariah is mad because she can't believe that Krishan would have somebody attack her sister or whatever. And she was like, I'll be your sister then, and I'll fight right beside you. And then she makes a comment wondering if Rock is trying to get her sister distracted by fighting so no one will focus on her music. And I was like, ooh, that's one hell of a comment, a statement, because once again, y'all inserting yourself in these sisters' issues and questioning her integrity towards her sisters. Like, if that's not the case, I would feel some type of way if I was Krishan, because why would you even try to put a thought like that in my sister's head? it could very well be what she's trying to do, but we don't know. You know what I'm saying? So I would feel some type of way towards Mariah for saying it. And I like Mariah Lynn. I love her. But just like Natalie should have stayed out their business, you need to stay out their business, because then when you get popped upside the forehead and go flying across the room, hey, we told you. So after that, Mariah Lynn tells Tasiki that Natalie is cool. She didn't want no smoke with her. Like, she really is there to support the girls, and she gonna try to get them to talk. Cause at this point now, Tasiki was like, I don't have no problem with her. That was my sister. Girl, you did have a problem with her. Now you just trying to switch it up and have everybody going against your sister because you mad at her. Like, everything that you're trying to say that Krishan was doing to you is what you're actually doing to Krishan. Like, come on, girl. So Mariah gets back to the crib and talks to Natalie and tells her that Tasiki don't want to fight her no more. And you could tell Natalie was relieved, like, woo, thank you, Jesus. And Mariah says, if Rock friends try to jump her, she jumping in, period. Okay. All right. So then Biggie calls Natalie and tells Natalie that she drove 9 hours to come kick it with them at the club, and she brought her luggage. And Natalie was like, okay, girl, I'll talk to the girls about it and to see how they feel about you, joining. Biggie, I don't know if I can deal with this voice for another season. I don't know if I can deal with the voice. I don't know if I can deal with the roly-poly neck, with the too little clothes, with her very masculine figure. I just don't know if I can do it, y'all. I just really don't know if I can look at this girl sitting up here looking like Batista. No, who she looked like? She looked like this one, what's his name? Henry. Oh God, the wrestler named Henry, black wrestler. Y'all know who I'm talking about. His last name Henry. He was the strongest man. That's who Biggie looked like, child. I don't know, like, girl, like, it is not that deep. So Sky and the girls go to Natalie's house, and it's Honest B-Day, so she ready to go to the club and turn up. When they get to the crib, security lead them to the backyard, and they're like, what are we about to do? A seance? A kumbaya? What's going on? So next thing they know, they see Tasiki walking out with security. So they know it's about to go down. One thing I do want to point out, Camila, I love Camila. You can tell that, things have changed for her. She just had a baby, but that orange catsuit was not the one nor the two. I really want to see Camila come back, get her bag up, and come back next season back to bad B status that we know Camila to be. You know what I'm saying? It's obvious that she has been stuck being a mom. Not stuck, but she's been in mom world, and she ain't the Camila that we used to know as far as her looks and stuff like that. Now, I'm not saying that she's ugly by any means. Camila is beautiful, even the way she is right now. But I want to see her get it all the way together, honey. Get it all the way together on these girls and remind them who she is. So, I was like, somebody over there at Zeus must watch my videos, because how many times have I said in my videos that they need to make it to where these girls fight outdoors? It makes sense. Fight outdoors. Nothing's going to get broken. You're on comfortable grass. You know what I'm saying? Like, just duke it out outside. It makes the most sense. Either outside or in a boxing ring. I've said that for the last, I don't know how many seasons. And they finally took my advice. So Natalie comes out and tells Tasiki that she ain't got no issue with her, and that they don't do no jumping. So she want her to get her lick back, this, that, and the third. And they hug it out. And I was like, Natalie, you were just so happy that she didn't want to fight you anymore. So Krishan and her friends walk up, and the Bopsy twins walk up in they Hooters uniforms, as Saya called them. And I was like, why are they dressed up like they ring girls? Like, what is happening? Did they have on like Krishan merch? Like, I didn't know what was going on. I was like bewildered. They looked like they was going to a slumber party, child. So Krishan in her confessional talks, so my sister bigger than them, so I hope they got some mace or something. She even though they was about to get beat up by her sister. Krishan was laughing, because that's why I feel like she didn't ever tell them to jump her sister. They did it on their own. So it's just like, hey, y'all did it. Y'all handle y'all scandal. So Tasiki and Marsh go heads up. And she was like, let me show you how to work it. Let me show you what I do. Let me show you what I do. So they both, sizing each other's up, doing all of this. And finally, Marsh swings or whatever. And Marsh, I'm going to give it to her. She was trying to go heads up, you know what I'm saying, with the little 1-2. But Tasiki, you can tell, she fight pit bulls for fun. She will fight Cocaine Bear and win. Okay, this is what she do. She's a street fighter. Okay, when she say, I eat, that is really what she does. Like, she's the type of lady that will go out with a pack of raccoons and like scour the neighborhood for food and then eat the raccoons. I'm scared of Tasiki. Even she said, I'm the wrong person to get on the wrong side of, because what she say? I'm evil, I'm the devil, or something like that. And I was like, I believe you. I don't need no more clarifications, young lady. Nope. So, like I said, Marsh finally swung or whatever, but Tasiki dodged that. And the next thing you know, it was boom, 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 boom. And I was like, well, God bless her, because she gonna need MRI to see if she got a concussion after that one. And next week, honey, we gonna pick up where we left off, and it's going to be a melee on next week's episode. Child, it was a mess. I'm gonna give tonight's episode though an A. It was really good. I wish you would have got to see more of the ending, but we'll have something to look forward to next week. Y'all let me know what y'all felt about the episode. Do you guys side with Tasiki? Do you side with Krishan? How do you feel about Mariah Lynn getting involved? Do you think that Natalie was actually scared to bang with Tasiki? Anything else? Yeah, I think that's it. But yeah, let's talk about it all down below, you guys. Make sure to thumbs up this video, like and subscribe, and hit that notification bell button. I love you, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.